Hi guys, this is Survival Gamer here, and today we are doing Deadpoly Zombie Survival Game. This game is available on Steam for £9.99 in sterling and US dollars. So my last video I did a video on Surroundead, which is a game similar to Deadpoly, but each game has their differences. I did also say that Surroundead would be the better choice of the two. But now looking at the update and the game's detail of the timeline structure which the dev has posted, it looks this game could come back and beat Surroundead. So, going through the main systems, you've got AI character customization coming in. So obviously when you're spawning, you're coming in as just a random player each time. Creating your own character could be a funky new thing which might make this game a little bit more cool. The movement, vaulting, grabbing, throwing, dodging and rolling, which are some things that Surrounded already have, which this game is looking at coming. First person, this game has started just doing first person in the last update. Progression by character, so this is again similar to Surrounded, where you can level up by killing zombies, and it makes the game more interesting. Surrounded do have this, so adding this to the game will, yes, keep in competition with Surrounded. Another thing which I was interested in was questing. Now adding questing to the game can be good. Little missions obviously give something in the game to do, but overall I'm quite looking forward to the gun customization. The fact that you can find gun parts, add them together, I think that would be pretty cool as well, which will be different than Surrounded. So, this game is a single player and multiple player game. It has official servers and you can play with friends. You can host a server. So the game I'm going to play is the one I've already started, and I'm just going to show you a little bit about the game and the difference between this and Surrounded. So this game is just £2 cheaper than the other game. As you can see, it looks a similar screen than to Surrounded. As you can see on the left, you've got your gear, you've got some clothing, which again is different, which is coming soon. Accessories, which I'm guessing is the Surrounded flashlight, binoculars, and then on the right you've got crafting. Now the differences between this and Surrounded is that this one you can actually craft more things. Standing shelves, weapon racks, you can make platforms, so you can actually build a house. Not just take over an empty bunker or a building, you can build a house. To me, that is great. The only thing this game doesn't have, which is a big letdown for me, is it doesn't have a map. You press M, it's a menu. Even if you have a GPS, there's no map. I mean, you've got to have it. I mean, the map isn't that big anyway. It's nowhere near as big as Surrounded. But it's a bit of a letdown when you want to try and remember where you're going. You know, it can be a little bit frustrating, because if you die and you've not placed a bed down or anything, you know, you're gonna lose everything. You don't know where you are. You can't see your stuff. It can be a bit difficult. But other than that, the gameplay is really nice. It's smooth. As you can see at the bottom left, it's a little different layout, but you've got your health, your food, your water, and your stamina. As you can see, I have played this game a little bit, so you know I've already kind of got some stuff as in weapons. But no, I think 100% this game, it's a nice game, but I think with the updates coming to it, I would recommend it. Now the differences as well between this and Surrounded is that you've got tree cutting. So Surrounded, you can't actually cut down trees, you have logs around the map. This one, if you hit it, you can see at the top, you're collecting wood, which to me is pretty cool. Now let's just unequip that and equip that. So obviously with an axe, you do actually get more wood than hitting it with a sword or anything else. The tree knocks down, and eventually it will spawn back. If you hit a car on this game, unlike Surroundead, you start getting metal and brass. Again, quite cool and useful. It makes it pretty easy, actually, to collect materials. So what I'm going to do is, the difference is as well, actually, is the zombies on this game are really easy to kill. Some of them is just a one hit, and that's it. You've not. It's nowhere near as hard as Surroundead because you've got all your leveling up, and your melee can be difficult. But this, really easy. It's just going through them like flies. I think it would be great if they added like a horde on this, similar to 7 Days to Die. It would make it quite interesting. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you my base. Now, I've played this about 5 or 6 hours now into the game. I've not explored everywhere in the map, but what I have done is quite interesting. Around the map, you've got buildings. Now, not every building you can go in. Some of them you need to find a key, so some of them are locked. Now, around the map, obviously, they're going to be there somewhere. It's for you to find them, I'm afraid. I couldn't tell you where, because I've actually not found any yet. I found where you can unlock it. There's a flower shop, there's some garage. But yeah, you need to have the key for that. There is also one trader which I found as well in this game, which is in the town centre in the middle of the map, and he's inside a supermarket. He trades food and drink. So this is my base. It's very basic, as you can see. I've got the windows, I've got the stuff on the walls. You can see the differences on this as well. You've got your weights in the bag. So if you can just see the storage, this is different than the other game. So you've only got so much storage you can pick up, which I think that's pretty more realistic. The difference is as well with this, you can't sleep in a bed. You've got a base flag. So the base flag is where you put this down, you'll spawn at your base. If you don't have this, you'll spawn in the middle of nowhere. Once you have players in the game, you can add people to it, so they'll spawn on you as well in your game. This is the crafting table, similar to Surroundead. So there's the stuff I've crafted. But if you look, you've got a lot more. Sewing machines, cement mixer. Again, like I said before, you got your walls. Where is it? Platform there. Yeah, ceilings and floors. So basically, yes, you can make your own base. It's similar to the other game as well. You've got to find your money, but it's just they're all kind of different colours and look different on the game. Then you've got an anvil. An anvil is for your metal and your brass, so you can make your nails, lockers, different stuff. This game has a lot more to give in crafting wise than Surrounded. Then you've got your press. Your press is for making bullets. Your press is for making bullets. So you've got all your different bullets there, and it tells you underneath what it takes to make it. And once you make it, you've got your bullets. It's quite hard to come across bullets on this game. So, for example, if I right click on something in my inventory and I set down, it automatically goes on the wall. I can pick it up. If I want to, let's say, pick that up. So if I make something, I want to place it. It's similar to Surrounded. It's just highlights green, red if it's not available to place. There you go. Then I can open it, put something in it, and it hangs it up on the wall, which I think is pretty cool. Same with my guns, I hung them up on the wall. It's a case of just putting it out your inventory, open, there you go, it's on the wall. I quite like that. So the crafting wise in this game, even in person, you've got so much more variety than Surrounded, which is better. The bed bit, it takes a bit of time to find a space claim to spawn at a base. So I suggest you look into that before you start, what you need to get. Because obviously beds and Surrounded are quite easy to get. Now if you go around the map and you're looting, for example, some buildings have not got any much in, which I think the developer is working on it. You can't vault through windows as well, which I think the developers work on it, so you have to kind of jump and then crouch through it. Again, little things, but will just make it a bit more easier. See, a lot of buildings are empty. And obviously you don't have a map, it doesn't tell you it's in development, it's just empty. There's nothing there. Which can obviously make this game boring, because it is a big map for one person. And you know, there's quite a lot to look for. But if there's no loot there, you're going to be bored very, very fast. So if you find random stuff as well, like this, as you can see, it's got health. I could pick that up. I could, instead of crafting it, I could pick it up, take it home, and then place it how I want. That is one thing which is different about this game. I find that quite interesting. But overall, with the stuff coming to this game, I think it would be a game to keep an eye on. Definitely keep it in your inventory. Have a play, a feel for the game. See the difference. But for me, the Surroundead is the game to start with at the moment, due to just the extra things you've got. But once the updates, the character customization, the leveling up, the more loot to get, I think this game could be coming out better than Surrounded. So I suggest you keep an eye on it, see what you think, and yeah, I think in time, I think this game could be well worth its price of $9.99. For the way it is at the moment, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Hope you enjoy, guys.